Today we're talking about building confidence and how it shapes the way we act, speak, and make decisions in everyday life. Confidence allows us to express our ideas clearly, take initiative without hesitation, and handle different situations with control. When confidence is low, it becomes easy to doubt our abilities, hold back from speaking, and avoid situations that require effort or responsibility. Building confidence starts when we take small actions regularly, even when we feel uncertain. Each action helps us gain experience, reduce fear, and become more comfortable in situations that once felt difficult.
Confidence becomes stronger when we learn how to trust our own judgment and act without constant hesitation. When we overthink, we often create unnecessary pressure and make simple decisions feel complicated. Confidence helps us focus on action instead of fear, which allows us to move forward more naturally. Taking action, even without full certainty, helps us gain real experience, and that experience gradually reduces doubt. This process makes it easier to handle new situations with a clear mindset and stay calm under pressure.
Practice is one of the most effective ways to develop confidence. When we repeatedly put ourselves in real situations, we learn how to react, communicate, and adjust our behavior. For example, speaking in front of others, sharing opinions, or participating in discussions helps us become more comfortable expressing ourselves. With regular practice, it becomes easier to maintain eye contact, speak with clarity, and stay composed in challenging situations. Confidence grows when we stop avoiding situations and start facing them directly.
Mindset plays a critical role in how confident we feel. Negative thinking can quickly reduce motivation, create self-doubt, and make us hesitate before taking action. When we learn how to manage our thoughts, stay focused on progress, and avoid comparing ourselves to others, it becomes easier to build internal stability. Confidence is closely connected to how we interpret situations and how we respond to challenges. A balanced mindset helps us stay steady, even when things do not go as expected.
Confidence is not something that appears instantly. It develops through consistent action and repeated experience. When we choose to step forward instead of holding back, take responsibility for our actions, and face situations directly, we begin to change how we see ourselves. Each experience helps us improve our reactions, strengthen our mindset, and feel more comfortable in different environments. This gradual process allows us to build confidence in a natural way and become more effective in communication, decision-making, and everyday life.
Confidence depends on how we respond to mistakes and difficult situations. When something goes wrong, it becomes easy to lose confidence and start questioning our abilities. A more effective approach is to analyze what happened, understand the reason behind it, and learn from the outcome. This helps us turn negative experiences into useful lessons instead of allowing them to reduce our self-belief. Each time we recover and continue moving forward, we become more prepared and mentally stronger for future challenges.
Taking action is essential for building confidence. When we delay decisions or avoid responsibility, we stay in the same position and do not gain new experience. Confidence develops when we make decisions independently, take responsibility for outcomes, and handle situations directly. Even when results are not perfect, the process helps us develop problem-solving skills and become more comfortable dealing with similar situations in the future.
Preparation has a strong impact on how confident we feel. When we prepare in advance, organize our thoughts, and understand what needs to be done, it becomes easier to act with clarity and control. Preparation helps us reduce uncertainty, feel more ready, and approach tasks without hesitation. Whether it is a conversation, presentation, or decision, being prepared allows us to perform more effectively and stay calm.
Body language directly affects confidence. The way we stand, move, and communicate influences both how we feel and how others perceive us. Maintaining good posture, keeping steady eye contact, and speaking clearly can improve our confidence instantly. These small adjustments help us feel more stable internally and present ourselves in a stronger way during communication.
Confidence grows when we consistently choose to face situations instead of avoiding them. Avoidance increases fear, while direct action helps us reduce uncertainty and build control. When we enter situations that feel uncomfortable, we learn how to adapt quickly, respond effectively, and stay focused. Each experience strengthens our mindsets and helps us move forward with more confidence.
Confidence increases when we learn how to speak up in different situations without holding ourselves back. Many people hesitate because they are afraid of making mistakes or being judged. When we practice expressing our thoughts clearly, it becomes easier to share opinions, ask questions, and take part in conversations. Each time we speak, we gain experience and feel more comfortable using our voice. This helps us communicate more effectively and feel more confident in both formal and casual situations.
Comparing ourselves to others can easily weaken confidence. When we focus too much on what others are doing, it becomes harder to recognize our own progress and appreciate our abilities. Confidence grows when we focus on our own improvement and measure progress based on our actions. Instead of trying to match others, it is more useful to build our own strengths and develop skills at our own pace.
Setting small, achievable goals can help us boost confidence in a steady way. When we complete tasks step by step, we begin to see clear progress and feel more capable. Each completed task gives us proof that we can handle responsibilities and reach our targets. This process helps us stay motivated and encourages us to take on bigger challenges without hesitation.
Certain habits can slowly reduce our confidence without us even noticing. One of the most common habits is constant self-doubt. When we repeatedly question our decisions and abilities, it becomes difficult to take action with confidence. This habit can make us hesitate before speaking, avoid responsibility, and miss opportunities. Instead of moving forward, we stay in the same place because we are not willing to trust ourselves. Overcoming this habit requires us to accept uncertainty and continue acting even when we are not fully sure.
Avoiding challenges is another habit that limits confidence. When we choose to stay in our comfort zone, we avoid situations that could help us grow. This may feel safe at first, but it prevents us from developing new skills and gaining experience. Confidence grows when we face challenges directly, even if they feel uncomfortable. Avoidance only increases fear, while action helps us become stronger and more capable.
Negative self-talk directly affects our confidence. When we constantly tell ourselves that we are not good enough or that we might fail, it becomes harder to act with certainty and move forward. These thoughts can shape our behavior, lower motivation, and make us hesitate in important situations. Learning how to control our inner dialogue, replace negative thinking, and focus on improvement helps us develop a stronger and more stable mindset.
Confidence is not only about actions. It is strongly connected to how we accept ourselves without constant pressure to be perfect. Many people lose confidence because they try to meet unrealistic expectations and feel disappointed when things are not ideal. When we constantly try to avoid mistakes and seek perfect results, it becomes difficult to act freely. Real confidence grows when we allow ourselves to make mistakes, learn from them, and continue without fear of judgment. This mindset helps us feel more relaxed and natural in our actions.
Another factor that affects confidence is the need for approval. When we depend too much on what others think, it becomes hard to make independent decisions or express our real opinions. We may start to adjust our behavior just to avoid criticism, which reduces authenticity. Confidence becomes stronger when we stop seeking constant approval and begin to trust our own perspective. This allows us to act more freely and feel more stable internally.
Perfectionism can also limit confidence in many ways. When we expect everything to be perfect, we often delay action, overthink details, and hesitate to start. This habit creates pressure and makes simple tasks feel more difficult. Confidence improves when we focus on progress instead of perfection and allow ourselves to take imperfect action. This approach helps us move forward without feeling stuck.
Confidence is closely linked to self-respect. When we learn how to respect our own boundaries, value our time, and protect our energy, we naturally feel more confident. Setting boundaries helps us avoid unnecessary pressure and stay focused on what truly matters. This creates a stronger sense of control and stability in everyday life.
Building confidence also means becoming comfortable with being ourselves. When we stop trying to fit into expectations and start to act naturally, it becomes easier to feel confident in any situation. Confidence grows when we accept our strengths, understand our weaknesses, and continue improving without losing self-respect.